Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to more content on the channel. In today's video, we're going to play a brand new One Piece game called Universal Peace. So guys, this game has been released for a couple of days now, and if you're up to date with this game, it actually originally kind of sort of came out a couple of weeks back, but it was only up for like a day or two, and then it got taken down and re-released just now. So they've already done a Slayer update, which, yes, for those of you that are going to be new to the game, this is a multi-anime One Piece game. Bro, I really wish that we can get One Piece games again that are literally just strictly One Piece instead of all these multi-anime One Piece games. But yeah, anyways, apparently this is update 0.5 or something of that sort, so we're just gonna check it out. You guys know the drill. If you happen to enjoy the video and you want to see more content on this game here on the channel, if you want to see this be a series, just drop a like on the video. Let your boy know in the comment section below. Okay, so we got an update log here on login, and here we go. Re-release. They have a Red Knight dungeon, a new boss, a new raid factory, a mining system, and a code that you guys can use. And then we have update 0.5, which gives us a new raid, limited pack, a hybrid blade weapon, a doom set accessory, 20 powers currently in the game, 12 powers. 12 swords, excuse me, and 3 melee. All right, so let me go ahead and collect my daily reward, and I'm gonna go into the settings here and turn off the background music first. So first code, right? Let's go ahead and use re-release, and I don't even think re-release even works right now, but they have sorry from Pikachu. That works. Okay, then they have update 0.5 chat. Okay, make sure to use that and you get some gems. There you go, that works too. Now I think I have some other codes. I love you. Ah, that expired. So the re-release code, I was actually missing an exclamation mark. Let's try that. Ah, it expired too. Ah, the biggest code, which is sorry for bug game pass, has also expired. That would have gave you guys a couple of game passes for free, but I guess that was a limited time use and whatnot. But I actually have to rejoin because the game thinks that I'm using a control, which is annoying. All right, so on the main channel, if you guys remember, I actually did play this game before this release, or re-release as well. And I actually showed you guys the Jingwoo spec, which is called the Game Breaker spec or System Breaker spec in this game, and it's really cool. So that's why we are like level 3000, and we have some goodies on us. It's due to that. By the way, I also think that one of the codes that we used gave us a fruit, and I think I lost it because I left. Whoops, it is what it is, as they say. It is what it is, gangy. So but I do notice that they have like things done a little bit differently as far as like the stats menu looks the same, but I think this menu config drop down is different than what it was from when I first played the game. So we also have the dual swords, which I think are one of the best items in the game right now. The game also has like a daily quest tracker, guys. I believe it should have trading soon, because I think that's what this icon is for. I don't really know. If not, it should have trading, and if other people were here, maybe the menu would populate. But they also have a guide tracker, which is an in-game system to let you track like whatever you want to get to, whether that be NPCs or like quests. They also have an ally system in the game, like I showed you guys earlier. Here's the stat system, you have your inventory system, and this is the shop. So the shop is, oh, it was a little bit bugged, but we have the starter pack that gives you 600k yen, 600 gems, the light fruit, and the pipe, my boy, if you want to get some pipe. You know, I'm just like all right, so yeah, they got a couple of other things. If you guys want to see like any specific thing from me, let me know. Oh, they got monarch daggers for hella Robux too. But yeah, anything here that you guys see that you want to that you see that you think would be cool and you would want to see me make a video on it, just let me know. All right, let me know, and I can get that sorted for you guys, and you know, give you guys a little video. So for now, I'm gonna pop this up because we're currently on Zombie Island. We gotta be here until level 4800. So I guess I would have to just take on this quest, right? Yeah. Okay. When I get to level 3200, I can take on the giant zombie. But for now, we gotta keep killing these regular zombies, which happen to be right down over here. So the way that the system breaker thing works in this game is pretty cool. You can either press the Z key to arise certain shadows as you defeat like enemies and stuff like that, or once you unlock it, you can use full arise, which gives you this really cool cutscene, and it'll actually arise all the shadows that you currently have on you, which at one point will be a whole lot, right? So shadows do attack for you when you attack or hit something. As you guys can tell, they end up attacking whatever it is that you're facing. Now, I think my shadows got all clapped up somehow. I don't really know. But this spec is really cool. I'm going to use oGVexx, which is the Red Knight ability. Then we have the Emperor ability, which is my favorite one, as you guys can see. And then lastly, we have Beru, who's super broken. We got a cutscene and he comes up out of nowhere, attacks, and does dumb damage, gang. Like, it's just like, bro. But that ability has the longest cooldown out of all the abilities that we have, and understandably so, because it's just so freaking broken. So I don't know what just spawned in over here. This is the Master of Bones. Okay, Master of Bones. Oh, we can summon him, but oh, we have a zombie that sells something. Give me 800 gems, 10 bones, and a skeleton head, and I'll give you soul cane. Nah, I'm good, twin. Let me see this, right? Instantly summon for 65 Robux. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm not sure if this boss is actually like a limited spawn boss, because I think like the regular boss for this area is this guy, which is the giant zombie for one of the quests that we have, but I could be wrong. So as you guys can see, some of our shadows are on cooldown because they got clapped up, unfortunately. Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. But yeah, the cooldowns on the game breaker, system breaker spec, whatever you want to call it, is kind of crazy now. It wasn't so bad when I tested the game before release, but right now, man, oh my god, these abilities take years, gangy. Years. So let me check my current stat composition. Okay, we have some power. We have literally nothing into weapons. Why the hell is that the case? Oh yeah, because I was just using my system breaker before because the cooldowns weren't that bad. But I think now what I'm gonna have to do is just use my abilities and then swap over to my sword and use Kirito's dual sword. So my Z key is rapid burst. That's how that looks like. And then we have our X key, which is X slash. So I'll try to use that again in the air because I think that's... Why the hell? Hold on a minute. Let's go ahead and use that right over there. So there you go. You see how the X key ability or X slash ability works? It's basically like an X and a slash. Alright, anyways. Taking on this quest one more time should give us level 3200 so we can start doing the giant zombie quest and get them up out of this island because I don't really like how this island is, to be honest. Oh, we also have hockey, by the way. I just activated. So that's the effect on our hockey. We also have Ken hockey as well, as you guys can see. So let me go ahead and hit this guy. We get these dudes together. We'll just use our abilities. And it's literally that easy, chat. Okay? It's literally that easy. We clap those boys up. Alright, so now we can take on the level 3200 quest, which is going to be for the giant zombie. And here's the giant zombie over here. Let's see if we do a decent amount of damage without having to use okay, whoa. Let me do a full rise, and then we'll swap over to our little sword here. Never mind. We're really not doing damage at all with our sword, unfortunately. Yeah, so I was gonna start putting stuff into my weapons, but I think I'm just gonna keep going into power. I'm not gonna hold you, gang. I think it's not even worth it for me to try to focus on my sword, at least for now. But let's keep attacking this boss, and he seems to have like an instant respawn. At the very least, the more we have into our soul stat, the more damage our Red Knight and Emperor ability will deal, because those seemingly are going to be our spam abilities. They have the lowest CD out of all the abilities that we have. Okay, guys, so we are going to get to level 4800. I grinded on this boss for a little bit. Yeah, dang, wink, wink. No, I'm just playing. So I think we've hit a stat cap already, and I'll show you guys what I mean after we kill off the zombie boss one more time here. All right, so there you go. We just cut him off, right? And we are way over level 4800. But as you guys can tell, my power is at 10,000, and even if I put stat points into power, it's not going above 10,000. So I think that is going to unfortunately be the stat cap in this game, which is kind of odd, to be honest, that the stat cap is 10k. But I mean, I guess. So with that being said, though, we can move on to the next island. But before we do that, why the hell did this guy despawn? Maybe bosses despawn if you don't actually attack him, because I never killed that guy off. All right, well, I mean, I guess I can hang around and wait until he respawns. All right, guys, so the boss respawned. I'm gonna do a full rise. We're just gonna spam all our abilities and hope that we don't die in the process, you know? All right, so let's use our Emperor ability and then our Ant King. I don't know if our Ant King is gonna do 1.2 million damage, but if it does, this thing is broken. And it did about 700k damage. It's actually still really good, though. Especially considering the fact that when you use your Ant King ability, your other abilities actually also get off cooldown in the meantime. So we got a bunch of levels by getting that done. And now we're gonna start tracking the next island, which is Cold Island. So the game has a fair bit of islands, bro. Oh, that's why the stat cap is 10,000, because max level is 10,000. But I just feel like it's weird because I think like this game might allow you to basically max out all of your stats, right? I don't know. I could be wrong on that, but right now it's seemingly, or it seems, excuse me, that that's gonna be the case. But anyways, we gotta make our way down over there. I'm gonna go ahead and actually buy a boat because we don't have oh well, I'll buy the hoverboard. Oh, my goodness, my commentary right now is just not it. But yeah, it shouldn't take too long to get to this area. And lo and behold, it was actually like literally right around the corner. So this is Cold Island. Let's go ahead and set our spawn point down over here. We'll click yes. We got a couple of NPCs here, so they have the teleporter. In fact, I don't even have to go around because of this little guy tracker. I can just see what all NPCs on this map are gonna be. So they have prototype where you can buy the hybrid blade, cyborg master where you can learn cyborg style, and then the snow quest and the Gasu quest. So let's take on the Gasu or Gassy quest, whatever you want to call it. Level 4800. We do this until 5400 if I remember correctly, and it's a boss fight, so it's not even gonna be that hard. And you can go down over here for the raid factory as well, chat. We'll check that out too, right? Because they kept talking about the update and the re-release had those raids in here. So let's go ahead and see how much damage we're doing. And okay, I missed my, oh, I did not miss my follow-up ability. Wow, that's actually kind of crazy. So the good thing is that these bosses actually are not doing too much damage to us. And that allows us to effectively be up close and personal to them. And there you go, we got that quest done. So I was gonna say, like, I think we're gonna be here for quite some, oh, we got a chest from that as well? Oh, okay, not bad, I guess. But yeah, I was under the impression that we were gonna stay here for quite some time, but I mean, I guess not. I guess it's just gonna be pretty quick and easy. All right, guys, so after this quest completion here, we should be at level 5400, which will allow us to actually take on the next quest. But like I said, before we even do the next quest, we're gonna check out the raids, and we're gonna see if we can even attempt to do them, actually, and get it done if possible. So let me go ahead and allocate the rest of my stat points into defense, and we are gonna go ahead and talk to this guy. He says, do you want to open raid factory? Yeah, give me 1 key. Okay. So we don't have a key. How the hell do you even get a key? So check out this NPC, right? This guy is called the Zeronian Slayer, right? And he has some pretty cool armor, right? If you talk to him, he says, do you want to know how to get my accessory? And then he says, you can get Doom set from Raid Factory. So I guess that's one of the reasons to actually attempt to do raids in this game is, you know, to get that guy's armor set. So if we take on, oh, it's level 5600. Oh, okay, never mind. Hold on a minute. We'll come back. We'll come back. So I opened up the Trello, and apparently you can get the key by killing Gassy and the Blizzard Queen. It's a 3% chance of dropping, and it's used to start, obviously, the factory raid. So I guess that's the whole reason why these NPCs actually give you chests when you kill them off, as opposed to like, you know, the zombie boss that we were fighting before. And even though he was like a mini boss, or a boss, whatever you want to call him, he didn't drop any chests. But it's because these guys can actually give you a key. And we got 10 cores there, so no key so far. But I mean, hopefully, you know, like I said, as we grind and kill these guys off, we can get that key drop. All right, guys, so we're finally above level 5600, so we can finally start taking on the Snow Queen, Blizzard Queen, whatever you want to call her. So we'll click yes here, and we will go ahead and do a full rise on her. And we will also use our Ant King ability, and we will see how long it takes to actually kill. Bro, did I just use? I think if you use your full rise and then use the Ant King, you end up losing your full rise or whatever. But this girl quite literally only has 300k more HP than the other boss. And she's a bit easier in my opinion because the other boss has like an ability that it procs that has multi-hit. So this boss doesn't seem to have that. So then your Ken Hockey is going to be super useful. Ooh, there you go. We got our first key. Cool. So let's go ahead and just dump all these stat points into our defense here. And then after we max out our defense, we'll start prioritizing our weapons. And additionally, let's go ahead and claim this daily quest. I wanted to check what the next island is going to be. Okay, so the next island is Fire Island. Actually, no. The next island that we got to go to is Shibuya Island. But that's at level 6400. Fire Island is to get like Shinra's like spec or power or whatever. They also have a Shinra boss that you can spawn as well, so we might check that out as well. But for now, let's attempt to actually do the factory raid. We'll give him a key. We might not be able to do this, but I just want to show you guys how it looks like. So, hey, let's try it, right? Okay, so in the factory, it seems that they spawn in multiple NPCs in a wave format. I don't know how many total waves it's going to be, but our system breaker spec is actually going to be very useful here because of the AoE range that we have on most of our abilities. So far, though, I know we just started, but it's pretty easy. It's not too difficult at all. I just gotta make sure that my Ken Hockey is activated at all times because it might get to the point where these guys actually start doing a whole lot of damage. Bro, what the hell? Are these all like bosses? They spawned in like 5 bosses, I think, at one time on wave 4. So let me go ahead and use my Ant King. This should kill these guys off easily. Or so I thought. I actually didn't even kill them off entirely. But good news is that if we use our other abilities, that definitely killed these guys off. So now's when we actually got our first boss, and it's the Dual Swords Master. So that's 100% Kirito. Let's use our Full Arise, and we'll just use our Red Knight and Emperor and try to avoid the Ant King ability at all costs. Because I keep trying to tell you guys, I think the Ant King cancels out your actual Full Arise, but I mean, Kirito just shredded our freaking summons, bro, or shadows. I'm not too sure how many waves total this is gonna be, bro, but I mean, we're already struggling on wave 5, so I don't think we make it that far. I mean, to be honest, I really don't mind if we don't make it that far, as long as they actually give us a chest for at least like killing Kirito off. That'd be dope. Okay, guys, this Red Knight ability here should kill him off, and there you go. And we did get a chest. Lit. All right, so we just got XP, unfortunately, but oh my god, bro, what is this damage these guys are doing? Dear goodness, bro. All right, we managed to get that wave done, bro, but oh, hell nah. Bro, okay, I'm gonna keep trying to see how far I can get, but bro, nah, they tripping, bro. Like, they really are, dude. These zombie guys, they do so much damage because of that multi-hit attack that they do. Man, what in the JJK? Yo, what the hell? Nah, bro. Nah, this is insanely difficult, dude. Oh my gosh, I'm almost cooked here. Okay, somehow, some way, we survived that as well. I mean, this wave doesn't seem that difficult either, so I think we should be able to at least clear this wave too. Okay, finally, wave 10. Bro, is that... Oh my god, it's 2 bosses, bro. I think they have Jin Woo and this guy, Turbo... No! Please, Surge, please, let me go. So yeah, I think they have Jin Woo and Turbo Mama or whatever. The craziest part is that I'm not doing any knockback on them with the Red Knight ability. And typically that ability lets you, again, knock back enemies and whatnot. Like right here, they're on my ass. So, oh, okay, the knockback actually worked on the Red Knight there, but it's hard because I can't really get near them. They spam their abilities when I do happen to get near them, so I don't know. Maybe we get this done, maybe we don't. We'll see. Yeah, no, I got cooked, chat. I got cooked. I mean, I got them to half health at the very least, I guess. Okay, I'm actually kind of salty we didn't get that done because apparently raids only go up to 10 waves anyways. So maybe if I had like a better like stat distribution as far as like my weapon, I could have spammed my special and my swords too. I don't know. I definitely think we should try to get max level first before we even attempt to do this raid stuff, but we'll leave that for another video. Drop a like on the video, guys, if you want to see this be a series here, and we'll get it done next time.